Quantinuum is going public. The Honeywell-backed quantum computing firm making its debut on the NASDAQ today. The ticker QNT. It's going to be ringing the closing bell today. Quantinuum pricing its IPO at $60 a share, offering 28 million shares of its Class A common stock. Now, the stock opened at $68 a share right now. As you can see, it is trading at $60.77. And that is a valuation that gives this company about a range of $17.63 billion in valuation. I want to bring in now live from the NASDAQ, Quantinuum CEO Rajeeb Hazra. Rajeeb, congratulations on the IPO. And earlier in the week, you actually raised the price range to between $53 and $55 a share. And, you know, the shares on sale, you jumped that to $26.5 million. Your listing price, the share sale, were well above that. So talk about the demand that you're seeing for the listing today.
Thank you. First, thank you for having me. And obviously, it's a very, very important day and a milestone for the company, but it also comes at a very transformative point in kind of the computing revolution that has fed the kind of our society's moving forward GDP transformations. You know, what we're seeing is, on one hand, an insatiable need for more compute, as workloads like artificial intelligence, it pervades all aspects of life and play. And on the other side, we're seeing the resource usages and the challenges with feeding that compute with power and hosting it in, you know, the space needed. In comes quantum computing at a time when both of those together are calling for a different form of compute that provides the computing capability to continue to solve some of those largest challenges, like how do you discover new molecules? How do you discover new sources of energy? How do you discover new drugs more efficiently? How do you create personalized medicine? How do you manage our financial systems and optimize for data? All of those things, doing so without the tax and the burden of the energy usage that the classical techniques have today. Working together, essentially, classical AI and quantum, transforming the way societies continue to build on the knowledge economy and continue to drive growth.
Just to add to that, just to give our viewers a sense of the sectors and the types of companies and the work that is going to be happening within this space, which is a large and emerging space, would be chemistry, machine learning, cybersecurity, finance, drug discovery. And what the analyst over at Wedbush said that your IPO, your company in this listing today, really gives quantum computing instant credibility. Talk about that.
Yeah, so the first part is you're absolutely right. It's these massive end markets that have already incorporated quantum. We work with the leaders in those end markets, in pharma, in energy, in transportation, in financial services. And we are seeing firsthand as we work with them what a transformative capability this is. You know, there are third-party estimates of TAM in 2030 in tens of billions. And you know, rapidly getting to a near $1 trillion, you know, kind of end user value created in just a decade. We see the validity of that as we look at the scope of, you know, the transformation, the scope of benefit, the value created through quantum solutions. For us, it's gratifying to hear what the Wedbush analyst said, but that's been our mission from day one, is to continue to build the capability, hardware, software, and solutions, and engage very deeply with our customers and move this forward from science to commercial adoption. And the more we do that, the more we have use cases, the more we have customers demonstrating the value of quantum for their business, the more credible it does become.
You have the power of the U.S. government, in particular the Trump administration, behind you. They announced $2 billion in funding for a group of several companies. You're one of them, United States quantum computing firms. Now, the deal is, of course, that the U.S. government gets a stake in your company. I want to ask you about that and that decision to take that route, but you're set to get about $100 million. What does that mean for you and the company? What does that mean for growth? What can you do with that funding?
Yeah, the biggest thing that the United States government announcement, the CHIPS R&D Act, the letter of intent we entered in, is two things. One is validation of the sector. that quantum is important. It's a critical technology. It's a critical technology for both national security and industrial competitiveness in the digital age. The second was a very clear recognition that Quantinuum has a very key role to play with our trapped ion technology, our quantum computers, and the solutions we build in making the U.S. a leading player and continuing to drive U.S. leadership in this critical area of technology. That too is the much bigger part of what that did for us. Of course, the capital put in the company, it's always helpful, but it is really the validation of the sector and the validation of Quantinuum as a leading player on which the U.S. government is banking on making the country, a leader in this critical area of next era of compute is really what the message is.
Well, and when you've got the backing and you were formed out of a merger with Honeywell, Honeywell now has got 49% of the voting power, and Cambridge Quantum has 33%. We were looking through the filings. So certainly to have Honeywell, that name and that power behind your company, is going to be fascinating to watch for all of us as we watch the stock close in about 40 minutes from now.
Yeah, absolutely, because Honeywell has been an amazing majority shareholder, and we call it the Honeywell heritage, where we've we've learned it's the culture of governance, discipline, capital allotment, and execution. And then on top of that, being a customer zero for some of our products, introducing us to the manufacturing and supply chain that we need. It's been an amazing and a unique value multiplier for us. And as we go forward, they will remain a very responsible, shareholder, and continue some of the advantages we've shared and over the past will continue in terms of access to customers and technology development and particularly supply chain support.
All right, Rajeeb Hazra, again, congratulations. We're going to watch you ring that closing bell at the NASDAQ. Thank you, sir, for joining the program. We really appreciate your time today.